Okay, the next concept is the simplest form. Simplest form of fraction. Okay, then what is simplest form of a fraction? Okay, for example, here take a 4 and 2. 4 and 2. The 4 and 2 is a fraction, improper fraction. Then what is simplest? The simplest form of 4 by 2. The simplest form of 4 by 2. When we divide the denominator, when we divide the numerator by the denominator, here the numerator and denominator have no common factors. No common factors except 1. Except 1. Here 4 and 2. 4 and 2. Here the 4 and 2, 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. Okay. Here the common factors of 1 and 2, 2. Okay. Then these two numbers are not in the form, not in the simplest form. Okay. Why? Here then except 1 ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವುದೇ common factor ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವು ಎರಡು number simplest form. Here the common factor is a 1. Here the common factor is a 2. The condition is then except 1, the numerator and denominator. The numerator and denominator have a no common factors except 1. Except 1. 1 ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವುದೇ common factor ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 1 ಐತಿ, next 2 ಐತಿ. Okay. Then these two numbers are not in the form of simplest form. Okay. Here then divide. 2 ones are 2 twos are 2 ones are 2 twos are. Here the answer is 2 by 1. 2 by 1. Here the common factor of 2 and 1, 1, 2. Here the common factor of 1 is 1. Here then the common factor of these two numbers, numerator and denominator, is 1. The common factor of numerator and denominator, the 1 is a common factor. 1 is a common factor. Then this is in the form of simplest form. Okay. Then these two numbers are in the simplest form. Here the simplest form of 4 by 2. The simplest form of 4 by 2 is 2 by 1. 2 by 1. Okay. Take an example. Another example. Here 30 and 4. 30 by 4. 30 by 4. Okay. The 30 by 4, the condition is except 1. Okay. The numerator and denominator have a no common factors except 1. 1 ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವುದೇ common factors ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. Okay. Here the common factors of 30. Sorry, factors of 30. 1, 2. ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? 1 ಲಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 2 ಲಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 3 ಲಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 4 ಲಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್. 4 ಟೇಬಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ 30 ಐತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 5 ಲಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 6 ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 30. 15 and 30. These are the factors of 30. Then the factors of 4, 1, 2 and 4. 1, 2, 4. Here the common factors of numerator and denominator is 1 is there, 2 is there, and okay, 1 and 2. Except 1. 1 ದಷ್ಟೇ common factor ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವು ಎರಡು ನಂಬರ್ simplest form ನಾಗ ಇರ್ತಾವ. Here 30 by 4. Then divide the 30 by 4. 2 2s are 2 15s are. The answer is 15 by 2. 15 by 2. Here the 15 by 2. ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಟೇಬಲ್ ನಾಗ ಬರ್ತಾವ. 15 and 2. Here the common factor 1, 3, 5 and 1, 3, 5 and 15. Here the common factor 1 and 2. Now the common factor of 15 and 2 is 1. Okay, only 1 is a common factor. It means which numbers? Composite numbers. Here co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers. So what is co-prime number? Here the except 1, only 1 is a common factor. Here The 15 by 2. The 15 by 2 is the simplest form of 30 by 4. Here the 15 by 2 is simplest form of 30 by 4. 15 by 2 is the simplest form of 30 by 4. These concepts are the basic concepts of fractions. Okay. 15 by 2 is the simplest form. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು ನಿನಗೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು ಅವು ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು. ಅಂದ್ರ ಅದು ಅಂದ್ರ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಾಗ ಇದ್ದಂಗ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ 2 by 12 by 3, 12 by 3, these two are in the form of simplest form. Here 3 ones are 3 fours are. Here 4 is answer, means 4 by 1. Here the common factor of 4 and 1 are 1, 2, 4 and 1. Only 1 is a common factor. Okay. Taken here 6 by 3, 3 ones are 3 twos are 2. Okay, 2 is the simplest form. The simplest form of 6 by 3 is 2 by 1. Here next 14 by 3, 14 by 3. The 14 by 3, here the 14 by 3 is in the simplest form. 14 and 3 ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಬರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, the factors of 14 1, 2 and 7 and 14. Here the factors of 1 and 3. Common factor is 1. Then this fraction in the form of simplest form. Okay, this is in the simplest form. Here then the 34 by 5 2. Okay, here 12, 34 by 12. Here 2 6 are 2 17s are 17 by 6. 17 by 6 cancel ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದೇ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತಾ. 2 6 are 12 and 2 17s are 34. ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ 6 17, and this is a simplest form of 34 by 12. 34 by 12. Here the common factor is 1 and 17. Here the common factor 1 2 3. Sorry, factors and 1. Common factor is 1. Okay, these two numbers are in the form simplest form. Okay, so what is simplest form? The fraction in the form of simplest. The fraction is said to be a simplest form. Here the condition is numerator and denominator. Numerator and denominator have no common factors except 1. Have no common factors except 1. Okay. The next concept is comparing the fractions. Comparing the fractions. The comparison of fractions or comparing the fractions. Okay. Then these are the symbols: less than, greater than, and equal. Okay. The comparison of fraction. Here these are the symbols: less than, greater than, and equal. Less than, greater than, and equal. Okay. First, in the previous classes, I have studied about like and unlike fractions. Like and unlike fractions. Okay, the comparing of a like fractions. Okay, comparing of a like fraction. Like fractions. Here, take two like fractions. Here, 3 by 4 and 2 by 4. 2 by 4. Here these two are like fractions. Why these two are like fractions? Here, then like fraction, the fraction with the same denominator. Here the fraction, these two are the fractions. The fraction with the same denominator. Here is the 4 and 4. The 4 and 4 are the same denominators of these two fractions. Okay. Then which one is greater, which one is a smaller? Okay. Here the 3 by 4 and a 2 by 4. The fraction with the greater numerator is a greater fraction. Here fraction with greater numerator. Fraction with a greater numerator is greater fraction. Greater fraction. Fraction with greater numerator. Greater numerator. Here which one is greater? 3 is greater or 2 is greater? 3 is a greater numerator. Then that fraction is a greater fraction. That fraction is a greater fraction. Here 3 by 4 and 2 by 4. Which one is greater numerator? 3 is a greater numerator. Therefore, 3 by 4 is greater than 2 by 4. 3 by 4 is a greater than a 2 by 4. Take another example. Here 2 by 9 and 4 by 9. Which is greater? Which fraction is a greater fraction? Then 4 by 9 is a greater fraction. Why? The greater numerator is a greater fraction. It means 4 by 9 is greater than 2 by 9. 2 by 9 or 2 by 9 is less than 4 by 9. 2 by 9 less than 4 by 9. ಅಂದ್ರ ಯಾವ್ದು ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಈ ಎರಡು ನೋಡಿ, ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಯಾವ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅದ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿರುತ್ತ, ಯಾವ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅದ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿರುತ್ತೆ. Here when the fraction with the same denominators, here the fraction with the greater numerator is a greater fraction. ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಯಾವ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅದ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ then that fraction is a greater fraction. Here take an example. 9 by 6 and 2 by 6. 9 by 6 and 2 by 6. Which is greater? Which one is greater? 9 by 6, because the 9 is a greater. The comparing to these two, to 2 and 9, the comparison between the 2 and 9, the 9 is a greater value. The 9 is a greater numerator. It means 9 by 6. The 9 by 6 is greater than 2 by 6. 9 by 6 is greater than 2 by 6. Okay. The next unlike terms. Unlike fractions. Unlike fraction and unlike fraction. Unlike fractions. Okay. The unlike fractions with a different. The unlike fraction means different denominator. Here 3 by 6 and 3 by 9. 3 by 9. The unlike fraction is the fraction with the different denominators. Fraction with a different. The 6 and 9 are the denominators of these two fractions. These two are different. Okay. Here 6 and 9 are the different denominators. It means these two are the unlike fractions. Comparison between the like and unlike fraction. Okay. Here condition fraction with smaller numerator, smaller denominator. Fraction with a smaller denominator is greater fraction. Okay. Here fraction with a smaller denominator. ಯಾವಾಗ ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ಮ್ಯಾಲಿವೆರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್, ಕೆಳಗಿನವೆರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ದೊಡ್ಡದ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಯಾವ್ದಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಅದು ಬಿಗ್ಗರ್, ದ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಮ್ಯಾಲಿನವೆರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಇದ್ದು, ದ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಮ್, ದ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್. The smaller denominator, the which fraction having a smaller denominator? 3 by 6. The 3 by 6 having a smaller denominator. The 6 is a smaller denominator. The comparison between the 6 and 9, which one is a smaller? 6 is a smaller denominator. It means 6 is a smaller denominator, means 3 by 6 is greater than 3 by 9. 3 by 6 is greater than 3 by 9. Okay. Here, take an example. 4 by 9 and 4 by 2. 4 by 2, which is a greater fraction? Obviously 4 by 2 is a greater fraction. Why? The smaller denominator. Comparison between the 9 and 2. The comparison between the 9 and 2, which is a smaller? 2 is a smaller denominator. It means the 4 by 2 is greater than 4 by 9. 4 by 9. Okay. Next, take an example. 5 by 6 and 5 by 7. 5 by 7, which is greater? When the denominators are same, the fraction with the different denominators, the smaller denominator is a greater. The smaller denominator is a greater fraction. Okay, the fraction with the smaller denominator is a greater fraction. It means 5 by 6 is greater than 5 by 7. 5 by 7. ಯಾವುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವುದು ಸಣ್ಣದ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಬಿಗ್ಗರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಯಾವ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್? ಅನ್ಲೈಕ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ವಿತ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಮ್ಯಾಲಿವೆರಡು ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅದರೊಳಗ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಒಳಗ which one is a smaller denominator is the fraction with the smaller denominator is a greater fraction. You take an example, 2 by 4 and 9 by 4, which 2 by 4 and 2 by 9, which is a greater fraction? Obviously 2 by 4. 2 by 4 is greater than 2 by 9. 2 by 9. Why? The smaller denominator is 4. The comparison between the 9 and 4 is, the 4 is a smaller denominator. It means 2 by 4 is greater than 2 by 9. Like fraction olaga yavadu numerator ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Like fraction means the same denominators. ಯಾವುದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಯಾವುದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ದೊಡ್ಡದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಸೇಮ್ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್. ಅನ್ಲೈಕ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಯಾವುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಡಿನೋಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದೇನ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, the next one like, unlike and different denominator and different numerator. And here 3 by 5 and 4 by 9. 4 by 9. Okay, here 3 by 5 and 4 by 9. These two are the fraction. The comparison between which is greater, which is smaller. Okay, then first take LCM of 9 and 5. Take LCM of 9 and 5. Here the 9 and 5. These two, 5 is a prime number and 9 is a composite number. 9 5s are 45. Here the 45 is a LCM. LCM is 45. Here 9 and 5. 3 3s are 3 1s are and 5 1s are. 5 3s are 15. 15 3s are 45. The 45 is a LCM. The multiply the LCM to 445 and 4 by 9 into 45. Okay, multiply the LCM to these two fractions. Okay, here 5 ones are 5, 9s are 9 ones are 9, 5s are 9 3s are 27 and 5 4s are 20. 5 4s are 20. ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋ ಬದಲಿ ನಾವು ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. The decimals next concept ಒಳಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ decimal ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ. Here 3 by 5, the LCM of 5 and 9, LCM of 5 and 9 is 45. Okay, 45. Here but 5 ones are 5 nines are, here 9 threes are 27, 9 threes are 27. Next 9 ones are 9 are 5s are 5 fours are 20. Then which is greater? 27 is a greater. It means 3 by 5. 3 by 5 is greater than 4 by 9. 3 by 5 is greater than 4 by 5. Okay. Next 3 by 5 is greater than 4 by. In the next method, here 3 by 5 and 4 by 9. 4 by 9. Okay. The multiply, directly multiply. Here these two are the one is composite, one is prime number. Here 9 threes are 9 threes are 27, 9 threes are 27, 5 fours are 20, 5 fours are 20. Which is greater? 27 is a greater, means 3 by 5 is greater than 4 by 9. Let's take another example. One more example. Here 3 by 7 and 4 by 9. 3 by 7 and 4 by 9. Or the one is a 3 by 4 and 4 by 10. 4 by 10. Okay. So these two are the composite numbers. These two are the composite numbers. Okay. Here then more than 2 common factors. It have more than 2 common factors. The 4 and 10 are the composite numbers. Okay. Here the first take LCM of 4 and 10. First method is LCM. 10 and 4. 10 and 4. 2 5s are 2 2s are 2 1s are 5 1s are. Okay. 5 2s are 10. 10 2s are 20. Okay. Here 2 5s are 10. 2 2s are 4. 2 1s are 5 1s are. Okay. Here 2 5s are 10. 10 20. Here the 20, it means 3 by 4 into 20. 3 by 4 into ಎರಡು ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಎಲ್ಸಿಎಂ ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 3 by 4 into 20 and 4 by 10 into 20. Okay. 4 5s are 20. 3 5s are 15. Here 10 1s are 10 2s are 4 2s are 8. Which is a greater? 15 is a greater. It means 30. 10 3s are 30. 10 3s are 30. 4 4s are 16. Which is 3 by 4. The 3 by 4 is a greater fraction. It means 3 by 4 is greater than 4 by 10. 4 by 10. Decimal ಒಳಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತಿಷ್ಟು. 4 7s are 0.7 and 10 4s are. Okay. Yeah, then this is a comparison between the like fractions, unlike fractions, and a different denominator and different numerator. Okay. The next one is here the 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Okay. Then 5 by 3 and 5 by 4. Okay. The next 3 by 9 and 7 by 3. 7 by 3. Then comparison these three fractions here. Which one is greater? Here first the denominators of these two fractions are same, means the greater numerator. First one, like terms or like fractions, it means 4 by 5 is greater than 3 by 5. 4 by 5 is greater than 3 by 5. Why? Here the denominator fraction with the same denominator, fraction with the same denominator. Here the greater numerator is a fraction with a greater numerator is a greater fraction. It means 4 by 5 is greater than 3 by 5. Next here, same numerator ದಾಗ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿನಿ, ಯಾವುದು ಕಡಿಮೆ, the smaller denominator. Which one is a smaller denominator? 3 is a smaller denominator. It means 5 by 3 is greater than 5 by 4. 5 by 4. Okay. Next 3 by 9 and 7 by 3. ಇದೇನು LCM. 9 and 3 LCM ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 3 and 9. 3 9. 3 1 3 3 3 1. 3 3s are 9. Okay. The 9 is a LCM. It means 3 by 9. 3 by 9 into 9. 3 by 9 into 9. Next here 7 by 3 into 9. 9 9 get cancelled. 3 1s are 3 3s are 3 and 7 3s are 21. Which is greater? 7 by 3. The 7 by 3 is greater than 3 by 9. 3 by 9 or 3 3s are 9. 3 3s are here. 3 3s are 9. The 9 7s are 63. Which is greater? 7 by 3 is a greater. Decimal ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 3 is 0.3 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು 70. Okay. 7 by 3 is a greater. It means here 3 by 9. When the numerator is smaller than the denominator, means these fraction in between the 0 and 1. 0 and 1. Here the 7 by 3 is more than 1. More than 1. Here the numerator is here. Numerator is greater than the denominator. Numerator is greater than the denominator. 7 by 3. For example, 7 by 3 is the 7 by 3 in between the more than 1. It means more than 1. Here, then the numerator is lesser than the denominator. 2 by 5. 2 by 5. 2 by 5 is in between 0 and 1. This fraction in between 0 and 1. Okay. Then obviously 7 by 3 is greater than the 2 by 5. It means 7 by 3 is greater than 3 by 9. Okay. Now this is examples of comparing the fractions.